into Stephen Homer. Homer, great touch. And Danny Byrne! Stenhouse with the free kick. Stenhouse! Oh, in front of Muir! Okafor! Stefani, great turn, Reg Stefani. And shoots and scores! Really rolls it off. Seamus McAnally! Top corner! Still going, Wayne Knight. Shot. Oh, miracle strike! Gurlovic with the free kick. Oh, great goal! Tabulo! Furigal measures it up! Furigal! Great goals! Gilbert! What a strike! Welcome back to FBTV. We're here at Spencer Park for this Round 8 Veto League match between Brisbane City and Taringa Rovers. The Veto League standings show Brisbane City in 10th place and Taringa Rovers a point behind in 11th. They had contrasting results last time out, with City picking up a valuable away win and Rovers succumbing to the league leaders Wolves FC. But both will eye this one with 3 points in mind. Brisbane City coach Bobby Hamilton makes a couple of changes to the starting lineup that secured his club's first league victory of the season last week, and will be hoping his side can continue their good form against what he knows will be a Rovers side playing for pride. Taringa Rovers coach Joe Fennick makes a number of changes from the side that was defeated by league leaders Wolves FC at home last week, and will be looking for his players to bounce back and try and get something out of this difficult trip to a resurgent Brisbane City. The officials for tonight's game are referee Jackie Melksham and her assistant referees Brody Mann and James Brady. Good lead-up play. Purton, good close control. Josh Purton plays it forward. Stephen Chester over the top, cut back for Sludden. Sludden with a shot! Not held by Lever. Half cleared by City. Throw to Chester's feet. Oh, good flick back for Sludden. Sludden across the face. Collins Hansen! And Sean Hansen puts his shot over the bar. Brewery for Hansen. Does well to keep it in, Sean Hansen. Good run. Cuts inside. Hits it across. Ruggles! Ruggles! Wrong side of the post for Pat Ruggles. Blackadder does well. Collins. Austin. Collins again. Back for Austin. Great football from the City players. Back for Craig Collins. Taps it across. Bit too close to the keeper and just taps it over the bar. Player picked up a finger injury. Saint with the header. And again. Inu. Austin. Clever ball by Austin. Chiang around the back and lands on the roof of the net from Dion Chiang. Saints ball forward, easily cut out. Chiang will use his pace, he's explosive, he's around them. Cuts in Moon, there's contact, there's clearance. Rowley, off Biggins. Brewery. Purton loses out to Inu. Inu does fantastically well to get through there. Cuts it across, Cheong! Oh, Cheong. Can't quite get it back. Yuri. Hansen. He's getting well forward. John Hansen back. Great first touch from Chester. And Lever out. And Brave at the feet of Hansen. He's come off second best. Biggins off the back of Austin. Rowley uses his body well. Good body strength from David Rowley. And a great ball through for Spelter. Jamal Spelter. And Tubbs cuts out the danger. Second half here at Spencer Park. Biggins, Purton. Back for Biggins. Sludden. Once again, Biggins involved. First time for Purton. Purton through the hole. Fury! Fury! And the flag's gone up. Offside. That's fantastic lead-up play by Taringa. Inu. Austin. Back for Inu, who clips it into space for Chung. He'll use his pace surely against Biggins. Cuts inside Biggins. Outside of the boot. And a touch. fingertip touch by Tubbs for a corner. Corner swung in, and a clear foul on Nick Tubbs from Rowley. Good close play, cut out by Ruggles, forward for Sludden, humped forward, Drury with a great touch. Bahaji, back for Ferruri, doesn't get his shot on. When the shot does come, it gets grabbed at the second attempt by Lever. Ball's gone out, Ruggles with the throw, Chester, good touch. Purton, back for Chester, fantastic ball in for Sludden. Purton, 1-0 to Taringa Rovers in the 66th minute. Theatre Ferruri capitalises on all the Taringa pressure. Sludden looking behind, and Lever uses the whole of his box. Good early throw for Blackadder, who's into space. Still going Kyle Blackadder. Ball up the line. Chiang, he'll use his pace again. There he goes. Cuts it back. It's a cross deflection. Chiavo into the roof of the net. And in the 85th minute, Brisbane City have equalised. Chiang's picked up a yellow card for a little bit of netball wrestle with Will Jordan, but the score's 1-1. Rowley, good body strength, dispatches Jordan. Well played, David Rowley. With his head up, plays it out to Chiavo, across the face, and Tubbs with a touch, a vital touch. And offside. Chiang caught offside once again. Drury, well read by Ollie Bailey, the youngster at the back for Brisbane City. He's on a mazy run, still going, Bailey. Gets his head up, cuts it back across. Not quite a shot, not quite a cross. City looking for the elusive winner. Well done, played in. Rowley off the crossbar! Clearly didn't go over the line, but that's the closest he'll come. Sludden does well, holds it up for Jordan. Looks for Haji on the inside, wayward pass. Blackadder in space. Ball over the top, great first touch, Rowley. He's 1-on-1, and he puts his shot wide of the post. You feel he could have done better there, David Rowley. Ball played out. And that's the final whistle, which sees the scores end. Brisbane City 1, Taringa Rovers 1.
Joe, so close yet so far, I suppose, in the end.
Yeah, look, I think, as much as we wanted the 3 points, I think that the point each is probably a fair reflection of the game.
A far better display this week from the Taringa Rovers side than last week?
I'll tell you what, the last, once we went ahead 1-0, it's not good for my heart because I was hoping to hang on for the 3 points, but certainly much, much better than last week. Somebody's kicking balls at us here. But, look, last week was last week. We got to move on, and I think the boys showed a lot of grit today. So I'm very proud of the boys today. They worked very hard. And look, the goal we conceded was a little unfortunate, sort of a mix-up in the 6-yard box, and then a deflection for an own goal, as I understand it, from where I could see it.
To put it in context, Wolves Olympic yesterday, 7-3, must take, I suppose, make you feel just a little bit better if you can.
Blanchy, 11-1 is nothing to be proud of, but certainly if a team like Olympic can concede 7 against Wolves, it tells me a couple of things. One, it's probably we're not as bad as what we initially thought, and it certainly tells you that Wolves are an absolutely fantastic team this year.
Bobby, a late reprieve.
Yeah, it was. It's always concerning when you're looking at the clock and you're pressing and they've got numbers behind the ball. Then, quite rightly so. That's what you'd expect. It was nice to get the but I thought we only played for 15 minutes the whole game, and in those first 15 minutes we could have scored 3 or 4 goals. Golden opportunities, you don't put them away, you can't win games. It's as simple as that, really.
Well, it wasn't the same side that went out to uni and played so well and picked up the points out there. It looked a little flat today.
Yeah, and it's always hard to understand why. I mean, if I could find the answer to that, I don't know. I guess, sometimes, as I've said many times in the past, it's hard to beat human nature. Human nature. They were primed for the game last week. They knew it was important to get the points. Maybe the fact that they looked at Taringa getting beat 11-1 last week, that they just needed to walk on the park and it would all happen. Well, it didn't, and they need to learn from that. You only get what you put into the game, and we didn't put enough into the game, except for the last 10-15 minutes.
Who did you think was good for you today, though?
As a team, I don't tend to look at individuals. I look at the way we play as a team. That's why I was really happy last week. I mean, it's nice to get the points. I was extremely happy more with the manner in which we played and how we dominated the game. I was hoping for that again today, and we didn't get it. So I don't look at individuals. The only thing I could say is I still thought the endeavour was there, but there wasn't enough finesse. As I said, the last 10-15 minutes typified that. We did press them, and the one that came off the crossbar could have went in on another day. The one where David Riley threw one-on-one with the keeper and he chipped him. All you need to do is chip him. He knocked it wide. It really could have ended up 3-1, but that's football, and I would say the way we played, we probably got out the game what we deserved, no more than a draw.
Thank you for watching FBTV. Join us next week when we're out at Redlands for Redlands United versus Capalaba in the Friday night Redlands derby.